Are you ready? 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 Are you ready? Let's go!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to
Hi,
Adventures in Collecting live at 5. We are
we're
live and
back.
we are here. We're back. It's been a minute. It's been more than a minute. It's been a few weeks
Yeah,
since we've
we
done
were
the
off for
live.
the holiday.
Yeah, the holiday.
We did one the week before, I thought.
No, I was in Vietnam, Japan.
Did I do
I don't.
one by
I
myself?
don't think. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you did. You did one the week before. Well, anyway, we're back. We're live.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Um, yeah, so it's good to be back. Doing the whole live thing.
hmm
Always fun. Let's talk a little bit about some. Are you ready? Break it down. Ba- ba-
Oh,
ba-
we'll be
ba-
breaking
ba- na-
things
na.
down.
Yes, we will. But first, the first thing that we're breaking down is some housekeeping. Today it is Friday, May 30th, which means there is less than 48 hours left.
One calendar
Less
day.
There's one calendar day left to enter the May giveaway, which is, of course, for this incredible one of 5,000 Chase Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Luke Skywalker's Red 5 X-Wing in that sweet Kenner colorway. Yeah, it is. You can still enter to win. So if you're watching this on YouTube, head over to our Instagram at AIC_podcast. You will find a pinned post, and you can enter to win this. Right now, there is there are quite a few entrants. So toss your name in the old hat, in the old digital hat. Um, yeah, so that's a thing that you can do. And then starting on June 1st, we will announce, well, we've already said what it is. Our next giveaway will be for a Labubu, for a
hmm
have a seat blind box Labubu. So you can join the craze. I've got one on my backpack. I think it's adorable. Um, Hopefully you think it's adorable too, and you'll want to win one. But yeah, we've got a lot of things to discuss today. I think first and foremost, in the whole category of news, let's take a look at the reveals from uh, the big live stream. So Dan and Dwight, friends of the pod from the Marvel Legends team, of course, had their May live stream, and
hmm
they had some things to show. Some things are already up for pre-order. So first
Oh,
and foremost,
things.
things. Well, things singular. Johnny Storms plural. Um, yeah. So they announced the full reveal of the Fantastic Four figures.
hmm
They look super cool. The likenesses look incredible.
Yeah.
Fantastic, even one could say. Uh, Shouts to what's up, chat? We got
Hey,
no chewing in the chat. What's up, AIC? No
what's
chewing.
going on, chat?
We got Toy Farce, of course, in the chat. Super excited to see him. Let's see. Let's go check on Instagram. Anybody in Instagram we need to say hi to?
Uh,
Oh, we got quite a few people over on
oh,
Instagram.
and Preternia showed up.
Oh, hey, buddy. What's going on? What's going on?
I
Um,
like one of somebody I know is a Twitch person, so I like like, oh, now I can say like, hey chat.
hey, chat. Yeah, I heard one today. I don't know what it means, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I know it's not anything like obscene or dirty, but one of those like Gen Z, like, hey, what's up, chat? We're gonna put the fries in the bag, Dave.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I
Does
like
that
it.
mean we're giving people like their a delicious order?
I think it means we're giving people what they want, like we're gonna get to the point. And the point is we're gonna cover this Marvel Legends live stream. So we're gonna put the fries in the bag. Yeah, so we have the Fantastic Four
I have a
MCU
large belly.
figures.
Don't tease me with fries.
Well, you don't tease me with a good time, and I won't tease you with fries.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, so we've got the Fantastic Four figures. They look really good. Of course, we got Sue Storm. You've got two versions of Johnny Storm. So we've got the powered down and powered up versions are two separate. So the wave is six figures.
Flame on and flame off.
Flame on and flame off. And there's the flame on variety of Johnny Storm, looking great. These are,
I
by the
think
way,
they look cool, by the way.
they do, and they're all new figures. So like toe to head retooled or new tooling, new likenesses, all that good stuff. And I think even like down to like the hands are new because they all have like gloves on. Like it's not
Hmm.
like they're very highly designed figures. We've got Silver Surfer, shouts to Shalabal. Love that we're taking kind of the Lady Surfer approach to the introduction into the MCU. And then we've got Joel himself now. We've got the Mandalorian. Nope. We've got Reed Richards. So
Hey, I believe that is Marvel's Mr. Fantastic.
yes, Marvel's Mr. Fantastic.
Um, yeah, like Pedro Pascal, like literally a Hasbro legend these days.
Yeah, I mean, well, this have we counted like is there like an EGOT for like fan franchises? This dude's been in a DC movie, he's been in Last of Us, so he's got DC, he's got
I don't think you
like
got a McFarlane though.
Mark nah, he didn't, but he's got DC, he's got marquee, AAA video game. He's got which if you're not watching The Last of Us, please for the love of God, make some room in your life for that. Um of course, he's
It's
got Star Wars. He's the Mandalorian, and now he's in a Marvel movie. And not just any Marvel movie. He is one of the most iconic Marvel characters of all time.
mhm,
So,
the first
um,
family.
so he's got the nerddom EGOT in my book. He got it. See what I did there?
I
Um,
did.
So one of the cool things about this wave, so these are all available for pre-order now. Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, Hasbro Pulse. You pick your poison in terms of place you want to order these from. You can go to aicpodcast.com/links, and you can use our links if you so do desire. Um, but
Very
yeah,
very comic accurate looking thing there. Very
yeah.
early Fantastic Four looking thing
Oh,
design there.
did I not? I don't have a full picture. There we go. We'll use that one. Yeah, so we do see him in the trailer with the full jumpsuit as well. So um you never know with these MCU figures. It's always a challenge. They're producing them so far out, producing them based off of
Hmm.
concept art, but it looks like they stuck pretty true to what we're seeing in the final film.
I have a
Hopefully,
feeling that was like
yeah.
that was the design the
But
whole way.
hopefully hopefully this turns out to be these turned out to be as accurate as possible, which is great. Love the packaging. Shouts to the team at Hasbro. It's going to be really blurry, I don't know why, but they threw the old Hasbro little kid on the box. It's super cool. Little throwback action on the card art here. Always appreciate stuff like that. Like I said, these are all available for pre-order now, and you're looking at the whole wave here. No build a figure. um
Also, yeah, I was gonna say like fantastic box art because it's rare that things kind of stray. Like I
yeah.
feel like the Fox X-Men
Hmm.
were really the only ones like and Deadpool and stuff cinematically.
Yeah, this is that same format, like the new, like standard
I just meant the
Hasbro.
art in
Yeah,
general.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's not just a logo on a
Yeah,
black
it's
box.
it's cool what they were able to do with the footprint that
Hmm.
they've committed to here.
Yeah,
Without
like
without venturing from that footprint, they're doing something
it
unique.
was cool that they were able to capture the vibe of the movie with the like old school looking like Cinerama Marvel
Yep,
Studios thing logo
yep.
treatment and the old Hasbro logo. So
Yeah, very, 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 very cool. And then for folks that are not into the world of MCU, boy, did they have some expansion stuff happening here with the Gamerverse. So
if you if you got that Marvel and Capcom fighting collection,
Yep.
Boy, boy, is there going to be some fun stuff for you.
Yep. Or if, like me, you clocked in a lot of hours of X-Men versus Street Fighter and Marvel versus Capcom back in the day on your PlayStation,
Well, that's what's
there's a
on
lot.
this.
Yeah, there's a lot happening here.
Coda.
Love this Wolverine. He's short, he's stout, he's got the big long headpieces. Silver Samurai getting some updates here as well, some really cool effect pieces.
I like this
Shouts
too.
shouts to Shooting the Galaxy, Matt over at Hasbro, for these photos. Just unbelievable,
Yeah,
recreating
these were fantastic.
just so good. The second two pack is Thanos and oh my god, and Psylocke. Sorry, whole new body for Psylocke here. So it's been a while since she's been out in her kind of most iconic
hmm
outfit. Um, you've got a little bit of the King Thanos thing happening here with Thanos.
But it's mostly like those bright video game
Oh
Capcom
yeah,
colors. Like,
yep, yep. Which is great for the Marvel characters in this because a lot of them were featured in, these ended up becoming their most
mhm.
iconic looks thanks to this game.
Hey
So
Eric, I have a question for you.
yeah.
How do these scale with, maybe figures from another brand?
Oh, that's a great question, Dave. And I just happen to have a couple here that I can maybe so this is your standard Marvel Legends figure. What
That
you're
that
watching,
might
this is
also
not your
be in this
standard.
game.
Yeah. So this is, I'll make myself big for a moment. I'm gonna
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna give
for it.
my I'm gonna give myself the floor if I can. Maybe. Here, I got to do this first. Let's do this. There we go. All right. So, yeah, if you are curious, this is the Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man. So, very much so
Chubsy!
like the Spider-Man that
What's up,
appears
Chubsy?
in a certain Marvel game. Chubsy in the house. Little Falls, New Jersey, greatest toy store in the world. We love you, buddy. Um, so we've got the Spider-Man the way that he appears in the Marvel versus Capcom game. This is the era appropriate Spider-Man. You got those nice big eyes. And you know what? He just so happens to look really, really good next to this Jada Toys Ryu. And
Hey Eric, do you happen to have a man who's like mega?
and right next to these guys, it's Dave, it's almost like they're in perfect scale 112 scale with each other. Could you imagine that?
Could you imagine that?
Um, yeah, so I mean, while these don't outright say Marvel versus Capcom on them for reasons, um,
Obvious reasons.
what we do have is a mass market, two mass market lines
Yeah,
from the
I may
world of
have to.
Capcom that fit really, really well with these Marvel figures. Wouldn't you?
Uh,
If only you could imagine it. If only it were real, but
oh
it is
no,
real.
I
But it
might have
is
just
real.
talked myself into something.
So the next two pack is Omega Red and War Machine. Again, rocking those video game colors. These gamerverse. We're not going to say video game anymore. We're going to say gamerverse colors, Dave. These gamerverse
hmm
colors. Um,
That Venom rules.
Captain America and Venom. And I think for a lot of people, this pack in particular, um, this cap is gorgeous. He's got no he's got the completely smooth body, so we don't have any lines or anything, any kind of like fabric lines. The shield is perfectly intact. There's no bullet holes on it. There's no ports or anything to kind of plug into. It is an even keel cap. We got two head sculpts with him, so he's got a neutral face as well as a screaming face. And then we've got Venom. And Venom, he's got the Eddie Brock head with the kind of the morphing symbiote half on it. I mean, just full marks on this, and it's the same Venom body as the retro Venom that came out at Target last year. So great, great buck for that body to be on. And then my goodness, we got I so I will always call this character Shumagarath. I mean, that's just what it is to me. But I believe its actual name from the video game is like Gargantua or something.
I
I
believe so. I
cor-
could look
cor-
that up real quick.
correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me on the in the chat if I'm wrong there. But yeah, I mean, this just looks incredible, and it's massive. We'll come back to this in a second. I thought I had a picture of, maybe it's on the first page. Hold on. I thought I had a picture of it in scale. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't. Sorry, sorry guys. But he is absolutely massive. He's gargantuan even. The eye is movable, bendy wire tentacles, just looking crazy good. And then lastly, we've got uh a new juggernaut. And this juggernaut is massive. There he is compared to the two-pack juggernaut, the most recent one we've had that came in the two-pack with Colossus. This dude is massive. He's very, very big. And he's gonna come on his own card. He's not part of a two-pack. He's in a box with a nice big old window in it. He's got his effect piece, as you can see back here in this picture, that goes over his dome there, and he can run through people, other Marvel figures, and maybe some Capcom figures too, depending on what your flavor is there. But Gargantos is his
That's
name.
it.
I actually just saw it on this screen. It's written up here as he's one of the tag-ins. So, but yeah, it's Shumagarath. It's Gargantos, whatever you want to call it. Garath. Yeah. Um, but yeah, here's just kind of a look at them together. Uh, as you can see, the scaling is just wildly cool. Look how big that juggernaut is, Dave.
Oh yeah, it's enormous. It
It's
rules.
insane. It's insane.
But now that's got me thinking. Does McFarlane have RE again?
No, I don't know who's making Resident Evil figures right now.
Because if Jada wanted to, like,
Well, I mean, that would be an ideal scenario, right?
mhm.
If they've proven that they do amazing Capcom figures. I mean, we've got Mega Man, we've got all of the Street Fighter figures. I mean, the
Yeah,
Blanca and Sagat that are coming in hot.
really,
Blanca's insane.
you'd need Dan, and you'd need a couple Darkstalkers and like Captain Commando and stuff.
And also, if you have the Blackheart Build-A-Figure wave,
Mm-hmm.
which I know you do,
I do.
but Blackheart is a very clutch character in this little like micro. Well, I don't want to say micro collection because it could
Isn't
actually be very
Morbius in
large.
MVC 2? Or is he 3?
I kind of stopped at X-Men versus Street Fighter and Marvel versus Capcom 1. That's where I kind of dipped out. But yeah, so let's talk pre-orders for these. So Wolverine and Silver Samurai, that is what's referred to as a Fanmazon exclusive. So fan channels and Amazon. That'll be available on June 5th. Psylocke
Is
and
he not in the game?
Thanos. Psylocke and Thanos is at Target on June 6th, a day later. Omega Red versus War Machine is coming to Walmart in July, presumably part of the Summer Collector Con. Cap versus Venom is a mainline release, so you will be able to get that everywhere starting June 12th. Shumagarath or Gargantus is another Fanamazon exclusive, so Amazon and fan channels on June 18th. And then Juggernaut, also Fanmazon, coming in at the end of the month on June 26th. So basically, you've got an entire month of fun Marvel stuff to be excited about, to look forward to. We've got a comment in the chat over on Instagram on the subject of video games. What would you like to see get made figure-wise? And from who?
Like any video game?
Yeah. What would you like to see figures from a video game for?
Um,
And who do you want to make them? I'll go first because you kind of already said mine, but mine would be I want Jada to get Resident Evil. That's like
mhm.
top of my list, and I start from the beginning. Give me Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4. I want them all. What about you?
It's a good question because a lot of like Pac-Man already exists. Kratos already exists. Um,
Yeah, Spin Master doing some cool stuff with that shapes line. Hopefully, we get more figures from that.
Fortnite already exists. You know,
Sorta.
like I mean, it does. Like I wouldn't hate more, 6, 7 inch in Fortnite figures, but that's a good question. Because a lot of like video game characters I play are like, or video games I play are like, WWE or Fortnite or like things like that.
So you want
Um,
WWE 2K figures? Got it.
like there's already, is there a Nathan Drake yet? That'd be dope.
NECA made one. And
There wasn't a
there hasn't.
Shapes one.
No,
Um,
there should. I don't know if the Naughty Dog, right? I don't think
yeah,
that's a because the
that's
PlayStation ones
Sony.
have that is Sony. They own
Yeah,
that.
Sony owns not Naughty Dog.
Okay, so that yeah, they
Um,
could do Nathan Drake.
trying to think what other like video games. Actually, you know what would be cool? Alan Wake. We'll go with
There
Alan
you
Wake.
go, Alan Wake. Yeah, so there's your answer. Sticking with some more news from the week, just because there's been a lot happening. Yojo June is coming up in just a couple days. So they gave the our friends on the GI Joe team gave us a heads up that they will be, I think it's June 4th is their live stream
Hmm.
over on YouTube. That'll be a lot of fun as always. Lenny, Emily, and Tony. It's always a blast when those three get together on our screens. So they gave us the kind of the first reveal to whet our palates ahead of Yojo June with Budo here, which was a kind of a, I guess, a deep cut of figures that we definitely had growing up. I remember that having the samurai is an
Hmm.
awesome figure. Love how he is kitted out here. So you've got more of like a tactical look and then more of a traditional samurai look. So lots of really, really cool things that you can do with this figure. Look, I mean, just look at the loadout. The loadout is just absolutely bonkers. So really looking forward to what they reveal for Yojo June. Um, that's it's always a fun little promotion, getting to see kind of what's in the pipeline and everything. So really looking forward to that, and especially on the heels of San Diego Comic-Con will be here before we know it. So
Hmm.
um yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Look for that in just a couple of days. I wanted to bring this up. This is something that I thought was actually really neat. A lot of people, as you all may know, Hulk is my favorite superhero. So this Maximum Hulk did a lot of things for me emotionally. Absolutely
Okay.
love this figure.
I think it's
Um,
great, by the way.
it does the one thing, and I he will never be far from me at this point. But of course, does the one
Aw.
thing that no Hulk figure before him has really been able to do, and that's deliver on the clap. Just
So you're going bull haircut for the
freaking
Mayweather.
awesome. Yeah, I put this post together because there's been a lot of discussion about the accuracy of these head sculpts on, everywhere. Anywhere that's anyone's talking about this, there has been a lot of discussion about the heads. And a lot of that discussion revolved around their inaccuracies. And as somebody who absolutely loves this character, I felt it my duty
I think it
to
was cool that you found like the exact.
it took a while um because I tried like full transparency. I took those three top pictures and then tried reverse Google image searching and seeing if I could source something similar. It did not
Okay.
work. I just got pictures, got tons of pictures of the Hulk, but I knew the three artists. Like I could recognize the three artists for it, so I
I was
knew.
gonna say you started the difficult way. and
Yeah.
move to easy.
So I knew we were looking at Keon, Deodato, and McGinnis for these. I knew those heads were which. So I just tried to find based on the style. And like I'm pretty sure, at least with 1 and 3 in this picture, I'm pretty sure I got like the exact thing. I could try to confirm with Dwight at some point, but like I'm pretty sure those are the reference material. The Deodato one was a little bit more difficult to find like that exact
But it's not
face.
far.
It's not far. The teeth were the big giveaway. I mean, he Hulk was always kind of like look in when he was drawing him. Hulk was always kind of like looking down like this, so that way the hair was
Very
covering
much
the
like
eyes for the most part.
very Eddie from Iron Maiden vibe, to be
Yeah,
honest.
and just those gnarly big teeth.
But even with
Um,
the eyes of that, like
yeah,
of
and
Deodato, like there's definitely some Iron Maiden in there. I feel.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. And this is the head that I was actually kind of like least excited about, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But in hand, it has become my favorite. And I thought for sure that Keown would be the one that lived on there. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
that that undercut, like that '90s looking hair. I mean, what I think is really cool
that'd
ultimately,
be
and
my
and I
choice.
and
But
I get the feedback being like it would be nice to have a consistent look across Hulk, like have three of the same style heads with three different expressions. Like I totally understand that feedback and it makes perfect sense. Like, you know, as a wrestling fan, like it's nice when your wrestler has multiple heads with different expression. Like totally logical, reasonable feedback. Like, get it, totally get it. But I also think it's really cool that we have, conversely, three very accurately represented heads from three different eras
hmm
of iconic Hulk artistry. And to me, that works. Because I mean, Hulk is one of those characters that pretty much his expression is mad. Like,
you don't
unless
say.
unless we're talking like Smart Hulk, or even like a World War Hulk, like for the most part, dude's
Planet
just
Hulk.
mad. Yeah, that's his expression. So having these three, various expressions, I think is great, and I think this is just kudos to the team at Hasbro for bringing these three artists from the 2D realm to the 3D realm. I think it's really cool to see it.
Also, the first time we've seen like that sort of torso in something
Oh,
that's like, I'll say competitively priced, because usually we're talking like Storm
yeah.
or
If this were, and I've seen other people say it too, like if this were a import figure, you're not looking at $60, you're looking at this exact figure for
at least 80.
roughly 100 even. um and I've seen other people say like, well, he's not actually clapping, his hands aren't flat together. I mean, like, give me a break. Like, there's room in there for it's there. I really, I'm not gonna split. I'm really not gonna split hairs over that. And you can
That's
really, you could get it there. I mean, look, they're touching. They're touching. I did it. Like, come on. And people are like talking about the gap in the back when you bend them, but I
that's
haven't.
that's what that torso does.
Yeah, I just I don't know what you want.
Go, like, I have that El Desperado. I'll go get
Yeah,
it right now.
and
Oh wait, it's here. Hold on, it's here.
and like people are saying like they reused. uh oh, we got a new friend in the chat.
Oh, we figured it out. We
Max
figured out
Games
the
and
algorithm.
Toys, maybe. But yeah, I mean, this thing just it's an awesome figure. I don't know what people were expecting. Um, but yeah, I really, I'm blown away by this, and I think the two of these together, in terms of the first two maximum releases,
Like,
they look great.
come on, dude.
Yeah, he's got the gap back there too. I mean,
That's
people are
that's
talking.
that's my Storm El Desperado. Like,
People are talking about the reuse of the legs. It's the same legs as the other Incredible Hulks that have come out. But like, I'm also a big fan of like, don't fix what's not broken. And
Yeah, if the legs are great on a figure, like why make new legs just because?
these legs hold up. I mean, if you want to make the argument, it would have been great if he had drop down hips like Spider-Man, and he doesn't. But I I just I can't. I really
I mean,
I really can't. I just
it's
can't.
$60. What do you want?
Yeah, he's great. Get him on Amazon. He's not sold out yet. I think there's just a lot of
Like the technology's the
unnecessary.
technology, and for
Yeah,
like we're trying to balance that out with like it's not like a import where cost is not an object,
yeah. I just
especially in this economy, right? Like
I can't. I just can't. I can't. I can't. But that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. And we tend to on these live streams we tend to hammer on our own opinions a little bit. But yeah. So he's available. He's on Amazon. He's not at Big Bad Toy Stories in stock. Um, two other little pieces of news here.
oh, also shouts to friend of the pod, Chris Terry. Him and I were talking about this figure a couple days ago, and both singing its praises. So
Oh, also one other thing just about this Hulk. You can really build a really, really cool Hulk if you have some of the older releases. Like if you have the
oh,
shirt
that's cool.
from if you have the torn shirt from the previous Hulks, because the torsos are the same size, the old stuff fits. So you can put the
Two
shirt on them.
um
Yeah.
two cool like or comments in there. Preternia on board with the Max Hulk.
Oh, we brought that one up. Let's bring this one up. So do you think the rubber will mess up over time? Okay, so as somebody
Great
who is
question, actually.
great, yeah, great question. As somebody who has I have two Storm collectibles figures that are years old now.
Liger is old.
Yeah, I have Jushin Thunder Liger and I have a Bane figure. And I would actually put the Bane figure more in this category. I don't have him out right now, or I'd bring him out. But we are a long way away, removed from deteriorating plastics the way that they used to, like when we were kids. And honestly, even if you think of those, a lot of those, yeah, I'll just move myself here for a second.
I
A,
feel like
a
that's
lot of
go you
a lot
first.
of a lot of those figures, if you think about it, like the ones that you left in your Tupperware containers, and in storage and stuff, you pull them out after 30 plus years of temperature changes and everything, and like, yeah, there's some degradation, but the technology used to produce these plastics has changed significantly over the years. Um i mean, if you leave it sitting in the sun in a window in a display that's in direct sunlight, maybe it will
Hmm.
discolor more quickly, or hell, maybe even more slowly than the hard plastic. The important thing is that um I've left it for days already posed in in this clapping position, and you can kind of see that it does pinch there. Like you could see the
But it
chest
does.
moves out of the way. That's what it's supposed to do. But it comes back, and it doesn't leave any kind of like lines or anything. There are other modern toys, and I mean, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. It's just the way that it is. Like I've posed other Marvel Legends figures where like I've posed them in like a really, really hard like leg pose where this thigh is like really hard up against the pelvic piece. Um, both on Marvel Legends, both on Jazzwares AEW figures, on WWE figures. If you pose them hard enough there and leave it for a couple days, you move the leg back and there's a line. And that line usually doesn't go away. Like, once that's happened. Even if you heat it up and try to like let it settle out, that line usually stays there. The fact that you could do that with this chest piece for days and the same thing doesn't happen, I think speaks
Mhm.
volumes
And
to.
that's on par with storms too. Like you
Yeah,
have to like I unfortunately had mine folded backwards into on my LD, but
yeah,
like if you move it back the right way, it'll fix itself.
yeah. I'm not really concerned about the rubber messing up over time. I'm just not. I mean, there are other figures that have other weaknesses, like weak hip joints, where if you have it posed on your shelf for, excuse me, for years, and you take it off the shelf and you go to move the leg and the leg comes off. Like there are things that that just happen
Mm-hmm.
with toys and action figures, especially with these highly articulated ones with all of these different things that move. Um, I don't know, man.
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, like they're made and produced in order
It
to like be played with. Where the kind of, I want to say, where the
so,
intended our audience for it, but we're not like, sorry, allergy season. We're
yeah.
not the like, we're not what it's designed to accommodate, if that
The
makes sense.
the soft rubber on this feels a lot like the soft rubber on the gi on Ryu for Jada. Speaking of Jada, just because I have these here, I have never once heard anybody with these Jada figures say like, I'm worried about his gi holding up. Like and this thing needs to move out of the way when he crunches all these different ways. So I I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's something that you need to worry about.
Hmm.
Long-winded way of me saying that, but yeah, I'm not worried about the
Yeah, I've
not worried
never
about
heard
the rubber.
anybody be like, yeah, you know what, the Miz's ring jacket, like.
Yeah, yeah. So
um, yes,
something
Max,
else.
I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. This is Max. Good comment here. Yeah. Hasbro does go under a lot of scrutiny. I mean, there are one of the biggest companies out there in this industry. That it comes with the territory, just what it is. But
Hmm.
if you are a Hulk fan, if you are looking for, if the previous Hulk, so I will say this, if the 80th anniversary Marvel Hulk or the 20th anniversary Marvel Legends Hulk, if either of those checked the box for you and you're like, cool, I love those Hulks, I love the heads on them, I love the accessories, I love the poses I can get them in, you're done. You're
Hmm.
great. You don't need another Hulk. If you want a Hulk that can do some things that those other Hulks can't do, and you want the toe joints, which do make a difference, especially in kind of his walking poses and stuff. Um, yeah, that's what I
That
was trying to
too.
get at. That's what I was trying to get at before. Yeah, the old rubber is actually illegal. You can't use that stuff
Hmm.
anymore. It's not safe. Um, but yeah, yeah, Paternia, John, thank you for dropping that in there. Yeah, I'm not worried about rubber degradation. Just it's not a thing that's crossing my mind, and I don't think it should cross yours either. But yeah, long and short of it is, if you want a Hulk that can do a gamma clap, comes with cool effects, comes with some different heads, comes with some different hands, this is your guy. This is the one. Um,
Yeah, we've
moving on
reached
real
a
quick.
point in time where temperature control is like a good thing, but like it's not as necessary as it used to be.
Ooh, I have to address this. I wanted to move on, but this is such a good comment. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna move this out of the way for a second. Let's talk about this. Okay. All right. So, um, and I have some. Uh, I love
Max
Figure
is
Arts.
bringing it today. Welcome
Yeah,
aboard, and we hope
yeah,
you stay.
Max. Thanks for joining us, buddy. All right. So, um, yes, I have thoughts about that. So,
I do too, but
Bandai
you
Tamashii
first.
Nations, they make some incredible products. Absolutely love them. They're one of my favorite toy manufacturers. I'm actually reaching for my Figure Arts Hulk, which I have not also never that far away. Um, is an amazing Hulk figure. Absolutely incredible Hulk figure. Incredible Hulk figure. Um, one of my it's probably my favorite MCU Hulk, if I'm being honest with you. This guy right here, it's a great figure. It is an absolutely great figure. It can do a lot of things very, very well. Clapping is not one of those things, as you can see. The hands do not come anywhere near close, and that's what the butterfly joints pulled out. This Hulk also has some crazy gap situations in it. which is something that just kind of is the way that it goes with SH Figure Arts figures.
Yeah, I
But
was
you can
gonna
see
say
there's
that's part of the.
yeah, that's so that way you can get all this extra articulation.
Mhm.
It's got a great Hulk likeness. I love that
Because
the
you're
one
most likely not looking at the gaps if you have it posed in a
yeah.
way where you're
Um, it's fantastic. It is
that
very,
much
very.
smaller.
It is that much smaller, and it is that much more expensive too. This Hulk was not cheap.
But
We're
also
t
the scale works with other figure arts figures, but you're
yeah,
kind of in a different planet.
yep, yep. We're also talking MCU Hulk versus comic Hulk. MCU Hulk is generally a little bit smaller than comic Hulk. It's fine. This is an incredible, and I promise I'm not saying that for a pun. This is an incredible figure. It really is. Um, I don't believe Mezco has released a Hulk yet. I know they have teased one. Um, Mezco figures. They also come with their own slew of complications. So they're wearing real clothes. That limits the amount of articulation that they can oftentimes pull off. In
Mhm.
this case, Indy gets a lot of play in these khakis, but he is wearing real boots, which means he has absolutely no ankle pivot, and his back and forth on his foot is literally that or that. That's
It's
it.
al- so it's
That's
almost
all you
funny
get.
because those like articulate like real human beings in clothes.
Yes. The detail on these figures is incredible. The ones that are clad entirely in neoprene costumes scared the absolute daylights out of me because
Neoprene breaks
I've
down.
and we've seen it. We have there is proof in that pudding that figures that are not that old fall apart. We've seen it happen to 89 Batman. We've seen it happen to a couple of the X-Men figures. Those costumes fall apart. It's the
If you if
and
you're a person who surfs, you understand this because wetsuits are made of neoprene.
but also they because they have that real fabric, even the actual real fabric, like your actual clothes break down if you move it a lot. So I mean, if you're
Hmm.
posing and posing and posing and posing, you're gonna wear an elbow through a shirt. You're gonna, blow out seams. There are things that you're gonna do to those figures that,
Hmm.
simply won't happen with a Marvel Legends figure or, a figure without some of those features. So
They're almost set it and forget it.
if you complain about the price or the reuse and sorry, I didn't mention Mezco. The Mezco Batman, like Dark Knight Returns Batman, is my favorite Batman figure that has ever been made ever. I do not find that it articulates that much better than a Marvel Legends figure, yet it does cost a significant amount more. I
Hmm.
mean, that's the deal between, an import price and a mass market US based price. I mean, it's just you're gonna pay more for that stuff. People that sing the praises of those
You get
things
what you
and
pay for,
yeah,
100%.
and then,
Because
beat
we're
up
not
something
knocking
like
those, but
no, not at all.
you're almost comparing apples to oranges.
But also like, you know, this is this feels very premium because of this soft chest, because of all the accessories that it comes with. I'm not concerned that they've reused the arms and that the arms are still single jointed arms. Like he's the Hulk. I mean, I don't know what more I need this figure to do. Um, same with the knees. I mean, he's got double jointed knees, but because his legs are so big, it almost doesn't matter that they're double
Hmm.
jointed knees. You're stuck at 90 degrees anyway.
And
He's got
part of that
full ankle
price,
pivot.
yeah, we want new parts all the time. Well, part of that price you pay with imports is, the new molds and
Mostly new
stuff.
tooling. Yeah. And I think there was this perception about this maximum line, and even with Spider-Man, that each of these figures were going to be fully retooled from top to bottom. And that's just because Spider-Man was. Like this figure was a newly retooled figure. I think maybe they reused some hands, but this Spider-Man is great. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man figures.
Hmm.
But the difference between Maximum Spider-Man and Maximum Hulk are simple. It boils down to something really simple. There have been some really, really good Spider-Man figures before this that could do everything that this figure could do. But this version of Spider-Man does some of those things better. It is an improvement on execution, and it is an improvement on a look. This We have not had a 90s Spider-Man in the Marvel Legends line that looks this good and
Hmm.
can do the things that this figure can do. But we have had many a Spider-Man figure that can hit crouches, flying poses, splits, you name it. There has never been an Incredible Hulk figure that can do the Hulk's most iconic attack move. It's never happened
Isn't the
in
closest we ever got the Toy Biz with the like
the bent
bending the
wire. But
yeah.
even that, his hands stopped
It
like
stopped
here. They
here.
didn't come together. If you are a Hulk fan, this is something that's meaningful. So, like I just and people have come at me in our comments saying like it's a hot take that you think this is better than this, and it's just true. This thing does a thing that no other Hulk figure has been able to
Hmm.
do, and it implemented something that the Marvel Legends line has yet to do. It's not something that's new and unheard of, but for Marvel Legends they have never done a torso on a figure like this, and excuse my French, it fucking rules. Like, it's just really
And
cool.
my guess is that's only going to be reserved for Maximum. Like,
And here's the thing. That's another thing that comes up. And if it isn't, like this figure paid for them to be able to do this chest.
yeah, because now that mold exists.
If they decide to use it again somewhere else and they decide to put a Hulk in this Gamerverse Marvel versus Capcom line that like looks like the Hulk from that game with like the brown pants and the more like substantial bowl cut, great. You'll either get it or you won't. Like I just I really wish people people could be generally just more positive about the cool shit that's
Hmm.
happening that we're getting. It's just so yeah, long-winded answer, but there's a place for all of these brands and all of these opinions and all of these people, and um I just wish people would be just a little more positive because this thing is really cool. Yeah. Dave, I think we're almost at time though, right?
Yeah,
You have a hard stop. So let me just bring this up one more time. I wanted to show just two more
yeah,
things
we can.
super quick.
Um, yeah, as long as everybody's off of Seventh Ave from celebrating the Knicks win last night, then I think we'll be
Hey,
fine.
um, let me just see. How do I bring this back into our existence here?
Oh hey, oh hey,
Whoa.
oh hey.
Let's see. Oh wait, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. All right. So two more things real quick.
Yep,
Uh Available now on the NECA store exclusive. They did a really cool poster variant of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's Leatherface. He's even posed out in the box like the poster, which is just really cool. This is
it's
very,
very
very
cool.
clever. Love the back of the packaging here. I can only assume this is another Plastic Vampire, Chris Ramo jam. The colorway, just really cool. They nailed that. Um, our friends at Diorama Prints have finally put Wave 8 up. This is really exciting. If you know,
I
if
agree,
you're
Max.
if you take a look at our um pictures all the time where we're constantly featuring diorama prints in them. So Wave 8, I'm sorry, Wave 8 is up now at dioramaprints.com. You can save $2 on each of your order.
That portal looks cool.
Our code doesn't work yet on these because they're already offering you a discount. But this is longtime friend of the pod. Rachel is incredible. Love the work that her and the Diorama Prints folks do. Cityscape Austin with a pho truck, which is just really cool. Think about all the fun Deadpool pictures you can take with this. Hotel Lobby, which is giving off Hollywood Tower vibes. Love it. Another wing to your Ward 9, growing Ward 9 set. and then a cool interior for an abandoned house. These are all available now at dioramaprints.com. So this is a great company to support. And then last but not least, our friends at Nacelle surprise dropped the second wave um, of Biker Mice from Mars. So this is available for pre-order now. These are all up for $35 each
Rounding
at
out
this.
the heel line up here, I see.
Yep, yep. And if you order the entire wave, you can save some money. You can get the whole wave for 165. So um yeah, shouts to our friends at the cell. We got to see these back at Toy Fair. The prototypes looked incredible. You get the last two main characters in your hero squad, as well as some primary villains here. Um as well as our big bad. So yeah, really, really cool. Um yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
One last little thing.
I think
This
these look awesome.
unbelievable. So this is a newer toy company, JFS Toys. These are available for pre-order exclusively from Big Bad Toy Store. They are 110 scale RoboCop villains of old Detroit. They are, fully licensed, and they scale with the NECA RoboCop stuff. So they're 110 scale. You can have these goons absolutely terrorize your Murphy figure, especially the one that's all bloodied up and messed up.
Hmm.
You can recreate one of the most violent scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
Hmm.
So yeah, these are available now. Again, Big Bad Toy Store. So you can go to aicpodcast.com/links, where you can find links to all of the things that are up for pre-order and all the things that we talked about on this live stream. I think with that, that's gonna wrap things up for us, Dave.
Yeah. Hey, I think we might have to switch subjects next week.
Why is that?
I don't know. Something comes out on Thursday.
Something comes out. Oh, that does come out next. Wow, that snuck up on me.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. I don't think I get mine though until like the 10th,
Oh,
11th, whenever it ships.
I got mine at Walmart, so I will have it.
Oh, I did Target. So
Okay.
I think it said like the 10th or 11th it's coming. I don't know. Don't care.
Yeah,
I
that
was able to
thing's.
get a pre-order.
Yeah, I was gonna say that thing's supposed to. Walmart's supposed to get them there that day. So.
Okay. Well, good on you. I'll be waiting
Hmm.
a couple days. But also next weekend is
5 points
Five
slash
Points
Toy Pizza
slash
Fest.
Toy Pizza Expo. Yeah, so I'm planning on going on Saturday. Um, so we'll talk about that. But we
Yeah.
will be there in some capacity, either on the same day or on different days. But if you're in the area, New York, Beacon, the Yard, it's going to be an amazing time. So go and check it out. Thanks to everyone who joined us here on YouTube and on Instagram for this week's Live at 5. Have a super awesome weekend. We will be back with some additional news on Monday on the podcast feed, in case you missed this. And then the next episode will be, I can't believe it already, Dave, our top 10 of the first half of the year. We
Okay.
got that's coming. So get ready to hear me talk more about the Hulk. So if you're not already sick of hearing me talk about him. But yeah, Dave, send us home.
Bye everyone. Have a good weekend.
He was a skater boy.